How y'all doing today? I just wanted to give a little update. I haven't posted in a little over a week or so, probably a little longer than that. I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of background with the car and kind of give you the ins and outs of what the plan is for the channel with this car, the build process, and then once I start getting parts and everything, we'll go through opening and reviews and all that kind of stuff. Right now, a lot of parts are on back order, so I can't even order certain things I need for the engine or anything like that. A lot of the body parts and stuff are pretty good, so at least I don't have to buy any of that other than just window rubbers and stuff like that. But I can show y'all here in a little bit what I do have and just kind of let y'all see what's going on. All right, here we got our 78 Toyota Corolla Deluxe Wagon. I'm actually the second owner of this car. When I first bought it, it had a head gasket problem. Fixed that and drove it for maybe a year before it finally went. Had the 2TC in it. But right now, I'm just waiting for our other car to get out of the shop so we can go ahead and get this ready for body and paint. We're gonna end up shaving the engine bay, cleaning all this rust. This is all where I tried to drill out the spot welds and went a little too far, obviously. First time trying, so trial and error. You learn and progress. But we're gonna shave, clean all this off, make it as smooth as we can. Over here, this rail was actually rotted out, and my father and I kind of got some steel and bent it and welded it in there. When we take it to the body shop, we'll get that kind of addressed and done a little bit better. This is from where all the battery acid drained out. But we deleted the brake booster, and we're going to be running with a Chase Bays brake booster delete system with a Willwood master cylinder. Then we're going to probably go ahead and run the lines through the firewall and kind of tuck everything. I'm going to get with my buddy over at Panic Wire to get a custom wire harness made for this. We will probably get a hold of Xcessive Manufacturing, get a 886 cross member, new mounts for the new engine, a 886 manual rack, and then we'll get rid of that right there, and we'll show you the process of all that when that goes through. Let's see. This right here is this is actually on both sides, driver and passenger of the fenders. We're actually gonna, two ways we're gonna do this: either cut this and then mold a new piece in if I can order them, but it's so hard to find them from anyone, so I might just have the body shop custom make them. Then we'll go, plan is to probably do some old school Recaro seats in here, reupholster the whole interior, converting it from automatic to a manual. Already took all the shifter stuff out of it. I did go ahead and I sourced from a guy online the 3 pedal box for this, so that saved me a little bit. Gonna order a new dash cap as well. The rear seat, can't see it right now because it's covered, but it was actually in excellent condition. The lady I bought the car from, it was just, she bought it brand new, and it was really just her daily driver. Nobody ever sat in the back seats, so the back seat's in really good condition. The carpets and everything were great when I got it, but I drove it for a year and then it's been parked ever since. I did source My rear lenses, I'll probably show you here in a while. My factory rear lenses were cracked and broke on one side and cracked on the other. It took me about a couple months, but I actually found OE never used before lens covers. So I got those sitting in a box in the house that we're going to put on when the car is done. Ended up getting the rear window and front windshield rubbers. Still need to source this rubber to go all the way around. We're gonna started to delete the rear bumper. As you can see, here's the rear and front bumper right there. They're the bigger US versions. The Japanese versions and Australian versions were closer to the body. If I can source some of them, I'll probably end up running those on here. Here, let's turn the camera this way. It's a lot better. But until then, we might just do a delete on this. If not, we might actually go ahead and put the holes in it. That way we can put the rear bumper in later on. I'll probably do another video later of us clearing the inside of this car out, cleaning it out, detailing it. This over here is actually the rear windshield wiper reservoir for the washer fluid. Now the front one in the engine bay, we deleted it. I threw it out and everything. We're actually going to use this one. I'm going to find a way to do it. I know the line will probably be, it's going to be long, need a lot more fluid. But I'm thinking about running a hose from this reservoir to the washer nozzles up front. That way it'll stay tucked up front, and we'll just fill it up in the trunk right here in the back, and you won't see anything, any lines. The hatch actually had from the factory, let's see, it had a wiper blade on it, but when I bought the car it didn't have it. It just had the nozzle, so I might end up deleting that and smoothing it out, cleaning it up a little bit, and then deleting the sprayer up on top. When I did get the car, you can probably see that's a little crooked here, and that handle's a little more straight there. This one bent on me, I want to say the year after it broke down. I was in here cleaning and trying to make a list of parts I needed to get, and I noticed I didn't have, there's almost, I don't know if you can see it, but up in here, this is supposed to go on here, and there's a washer on both sides to lock it in. Well, this one didn't have it on both sides, so when I tried to get that locked up in there without it, it bent it. So it took me about a year to find one, but a guy on Facebook actually had a wagon that he was parting out, and he had the whole piece, whole rear piece. It actually has the washers and everything on it. So this will be painted when the car gets repainted, and then we'll bolt everything back in, and it'll be all good as new. I do have the rear handle for it. I took it off when I was doing some of the low body work, just testing it out. Still have the original center caps on it. And then this is the passenger side fender. I will be trying to source some of these that aren't cracked for both sides and replace those. This mirror was my first version 1 to see if I like these, but it don't lock into place no more. So I went and bought another set. The other set I bought was on eBay, and they were cheap plastic knockoffs. So I went and bought a third set. The third set I'm actually going to run. We're actually running a 2JZ GE out of a 2002 IS300. Gonna try to source a W58 transmission, and then I got to get that so we can figure out where we got to cut the firewall. But I was actually able to source that motor. Here, I'll show you. That's the car code. I was able to source that motor from my brother when he used to work at a scrapyard. Got it for a really good deal. And so let's take you over there, show you the engine, and then we'll pick up from there. Alright, we're here in the garage. So this is our 2JZ GE out of an IS300 2002 non-turbo VVTi. I actually have, I threw a lot of stuff out because it had, when I got it from the scrapyard, it turned over and all that kind of stuff. Took the head off. There was you could see a little wear on some of the cams. So I got into the block and saw a little bit of wear on some of the rod bearings. There was no scoring in the walls, in the cylinder walls or anything like that. So that's good. The water pump, all that stuff was new, but we're going to change all this out. We're actually going to turbo this. So we're going to do a 2JZ GE NAT build with a W58 trans to start, and then see where we go from there. I think our power goals, being modest, I want to say 4 to 6 is where I want to start at, and then if we want to go up from there, obviously we're going to need a new transmission and stuff like that. The head for the engine is actually at my father's garage. I'm, like I said, parts are on back order, so I can't really order certain stuff. So I have BC intake valves. I got GSC valve guides, GSC retainers. But my BC exhaust valves and valve springs and stuff, those I can't, those were on back order. They didn't have them in stock until today, so I'm going to see if I can try to pick them up here within the next week or so I can get the head started, and then we'll go from there. But the block, when I got it, was pretty solid. We're not going to bore it over too much. Obviously it's 86 mil. We might go to 86.5 just to clean up the bores. Since it's cast iron block, just clean up the bores, put some new rods, piston rings, everything in it, get it good to go. When we do start to build on that, we'll do a video showing that build. I did source a front sump oil pan. I actually found it on eBay for a pretty good deal. Cleaned it up a little bit. Definitely we're gonna have to drill into here, tap into this for our oil return, since we're gonna turbo it. A lot of this stuff down here is actually gonna be thrown away. I already threw the pistons and the rods and the rings and stuff like that away, because obviously we're replacing it. The cams, I'm gonna probably end up throwing a lot of this stuff away because I don't need it, and it's just sitting here, and all this stuff is getting replaced with BC new stuff going in. I'm gonna get new bolts and new everything. Now these, I also sourced these from our brother. Someone brought in 2 Toyotas to the scrapyard, and they had these wheels on it. I was looking for a while to get them, so I'm trying to refurbish them. I started months and months ago, before I even started the YouTube channel, and now I got the channel. I'll probably do a video on before, during, and after on these. So this is what they looked like before, just to give you an idea. And then here's after. Obviously this is just dirty, but yeah, this is what it looked like after I cleaned them up, painted them, cleared them. Oh shit. There we go. This one was a little worse, but a lot better than what it was. But these are my starter wheels for the wagon. Always like these. So these are off of a Celica Supra. So I got those as my start, and then we'll progress from there. So this will be like version 1. I'm gonna refurbish these. I didn't refurbish the one right there, but I'll probably clean that up and then re-clean these up. These are my intake and exhaust, valve springs, and everything. But all this stuff is going to be replaced anyway. Let's see. Open this up a little bit. Yeah, so the only thing I'm going to be keeping are these caps right here. But these two are going to be replaced. And then the little bitty retainer pieces right there, those are being replaced as well. So this, other than the block and the hood itself, everything is internally is going to be brand new. Alright, we're back into the AC for a minute. This right here is the grill for the Corolla. Now this one, as if you could notice, it doesn't have the beauty rings around the lights. You have the chrome around the grill, the badge, but you don't have the beauty rings around the headlights. I was trying to find the beauty rings for a long time just because I like that look. Couldn't find them anywhere at all, and then came across the same gentleman on eBay, or not eBay, sorry, Facebook, who parts out Toyotas. He rescues them, parts them out for people like us who want to restore them or anything like that. And it had the beauty rings on it. You know what? I was like, yep, I gotta get that because that'll look so much better than the regular one. So now I end up having 2 grills, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with my secondary one at the moment, but we'll figure something out with that. Here, let me move these out the way. So what's this? Oh, that's my valve tool set, valve removal tool set I bought. I actually ended up buying 3 different sets on accident. Bought one and it wasn't the exact one I wanted. Bought another one like a week later, which was that one, and then I found online a different one that was a lot better, so I ended up pulling that one. This is my version 1 mirrors, the chrome ones that are on the car right now, that when you saw that don't work really anymore, so that's going to end up being thrown out. This is version 2. They're not bad. They're all plastic, but they're not bad. It's just not really what I'm wanting to do. Then we got beams, engine motor mounts from Xcessive Manufacturing. Now, nothing goes wrong with these. I'll probably end up getting rid of these, putting them up for sale or something, get rid of them. I bought them. I was going to do a 3SGE beams swap, blacktop with a J160 6-speed trans. But my dream was to have that Corolla from high school. My dream was to have that kind of Corolla with the 2JZ turbo build. Never thought I was going to be able to afford a 2JZ. And then I started buying beams, motor mounts, and stuff like that. Was about to get ready for that. And then all of a sudden, my brother gave me a call and said, hey, guess what I got? Sitting over here waiting. And that was it. All right, here we have our exhaust guides and our intake guides from GSC Power Division. This one, and this is my BC valve stem seals and my intake valves. We got my new OE lenses here that have never been put on a car ever. I got my front windshield rubbers, my rear windshield rubber. This right here is for KE30. They're the rain guards, the chrome rain guards that go over your door. I bought those to put them on the Wagon, and they don't fit. They're too short on the rear doors. But just wanted to give you a little update on the car, what the idea behind the build is going to be. Excuse me. And kind of show you guys what we have right now for the car. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff that is needed to continue this build, but it'll come along. I'm definitely going to be posting everything on YouTube for this whole car build, from now to the end. And I'll take y'all along for the ride if you want to go. One of these days it'll be done, painted, ready to rip. I know we're going to do, I don't know what suspension we're going to run on here yet. I know we're going to have to upgrade the brakes and everything for the power we're putting on here. Definitely wanting to do a Ford 88 rear end. And we'll see. Might do some coilovers. Lowering springs or something. Might do a 4-link in the rear. I don't know yet. I have a bunch of ideas in my head. If there's anything that y'all have ideas or any suggestions or any idea, like help or anything y'all want to shoot my way, go ahead and leave me a comment. Until next time, I'm going to try to start posting a video every week, once a week, and go from there. But please just let me know what y'all think and what y'all want to see, or anything like. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Please like, tag, and share, follow, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.